Hi. I've wanted to let me lower this camera so I can sit down. I've wanted to either write a post or make a video on how I feel about the election, as if it matters. But I mean, I think anybody that knows me or has seen me since then knows obviously how I feel. I mean, and this was the first election I ever voted in, and it was really fun. And obviously me with my liberal ideology and my my strong need to feel for people that don't have equal rights, and that my liberalism. Clearly I voted for Trump. I mean, I didn't, but I also didn't vote for a third party either. I was the adult, and I'm about to get to you fucking people in a second. I've tried really hard not to script this. I actually tried really hard to script this, and I can't. I can't really script this. This is I wanted it to be authentic. However, I do have a bad habit of straying off and talking about the fucking Patriots or whatever. I can start talking about the 1985 Bears and then end up with fucking talking about kale. So so I tried to. So what I did was I basically listed the points that I want to get to, and then I'm just going to kind of shoot off at the mouth from there. First of all, my reaction. I watched the entire election. I didn't go to sleep, and I would not have gone to sleep if it would have taken till late in the morning to know for sure. I wouldn't have gone to sleep. Even when he made his victory speech, I waited for it to be projected. I was up till 3:30 in the fucking morning because it was important to me to know. And importance is another thing. A lot of people feel like politics isn't important, and who's the president isn't important. And to all those people, I half relate to you and half want to kick you, because those statements aren't true. They just aren't. Your politics is a lot more important than the fucking show you watch, or your politics is a lot more important than what's fucking trending, or your status, or your Snapchat. It's a lot more fucking important than fucking Angry Birds. And it irritates me that a lot of people don't feel that way. And so yeah. So the first thing I want to say is that in my response after I've had a couple days, and this is something that's probably going to make you turn off this video. I mean, if the length alone doesn't make you turn off this video, then because I'm going to be talking for a while, but this might. There was one of my favorite comedians ever who just wrapped up his show, Bill Maher. Used to get in trouble for saying that the American people are stupid, and a lot of public people used to get in trouble for saying that the American people are stupid. I've had a couple of days to deal with the Trump win, and there's one thing I have to say: the American people are fucking stupid. I'm sorry, I'm not. There's no quarter, there's no argument, there's no back and forth. The American fucking people are stupid, including the ones that voted for Hillary Clinton. There are stupid Democrats too. This is not a sole Republican thing. The American people are fucking stupid. Period. That's a definitive statement now. You don't get to square that circle anymore. You don't get to argue against that point. You don't have that luxury anymore. We're fucking stupid. Period. There are smart people, but the American people are fucking stupid. And pretty much in this entire video, I'm going to explain to you how the American people are fucking stupid. Beyond the fact that Trump won, because that's not the point. Trump winning does not automatically make us stupid. The context of Trump winning makes us stupid. The stupidest thing I've heard post-election, pre-election, this whole season, that I must admit I did fall for, and then I grew the fuck up mentally, and I understood that this was not the case. These lesser of two evils people. These people that are saying, oh, I prefer Trump over Hillary because of X, Y, Z. I'm done with this. This argument is stupid. That I didn't realize how dumb that argument was. As a staunch Bernie supporter, I initially didn't want to throw my support to Hillary because I was such a Bernie supporter, and a lot of Bernie supporters are at fault for this. And I'm saying that. I'm not saying it's Bernie's fault. I'm saying a lot of Bernie supporters piss me the fuck off. Post him losing the Democratic nomination, pre-election, post-election, they're all fucking pissing me off. And my Bernie bros are upsetting me right now. I jumped on your bandwagon for 5 minutes, and then I realized that the bandwagon was fucking stupid, and that voting for a third party was a vote for Trump. No matter how you want to square it, I voted my conscience. Go fuck yourself, your conscience. This was not a conscious election. This was not a choice election. This was not what you get what you want election. This was an election of ideologies. Are we a nation that embraces this incredibly fucked up ideology? Are we a nation that embraces someone who brags about sexual assault? Are we a nation that embraces someone that uses race baiting to his advantage and probably believes it? And I'm going to get to why it doesn't fucking matter if he believes it or not. But that's what this was. This was a choice of sanity and insanity. And if you're a person that thinks that Hillary Clinton's crooked or a crook or belongs in jail, thank you. You are a Trump supporter now. You cannot be an anti-Trump person and say that. Because if you're a logical human being, you know that all of that's untrue. Is she a flawed candidate? Was she a flawed candidate? Absolutely. You know what? So is everybody. Everybody has flaws. Was she an incredibly flawed candidate? Debatably. Was she a horrible campaigner? Abso-fucking-lutely. And I'm sorry, Hillary supporters, but she was a horrible campaigner. And this was just the truth. It's not just that she lost to this fucking joke. That's not what makes her a horrible campaigner. What makes her a horrible campaigner is the fact that she not only lost states that Obama won, but she lost counties that Obama won by record margins as a black candidate in a Republican state. I think this election made us understand how well Barack Obama did and how much better of a candidate he is. Bill Maher said something really interesting. He said that watching Obama campaign with other Democrats, watching him compared to other Democrats is like watching Michael Jordan on a team full of 5'10" white guys. This is the truth. He is far and away a better politician, even than Bernie. I will say that. Barack Obama is a better politician than Bernie Sanders, even. And I fucking love Bernie Sanders. But Barack Obama is an incredible politician, and we learn that now. If that's not one of your takeaways from this, as a Democrat, as a loser, that has to be one of your takeaways. To understand what he won in winning is incredible. And Hillary lost by record margins, and she couldn't campaign, and that was the thing. It almost makes me feel like if the Republican ticket didn't run someone who is obviously fucking crazy, and we didn't have so many of those lapsed Republicans, we didn't have so many of these people voting for Hillary Clinton to combat Trumpism, if they were running any different candidate, she would have gotten blown out. And to know that it wasn't him that beat Hillary Clinton, it was the Republicans that beat the Democrats. And that they could have run any Republican. I really do think that. I don't think it was him. I think they could have run any Republican against this woman, and apparently Democrats don't like her, and she's an evil. She's not evil. This lesser of two evils fucking thing. I fell for it, and I fucking grew up, and I learned my mistakes. She was not lesser of two evils. She was a boring candidate. But you know what? If she's fucking boring and if her voice bothers you, or grow the fuck up. You fucking Bernie bros, a lot of them turned into Bernie bitches, and I'm really fucking tired of it. You didn't get what you wanted. You know what? The Bernie or bust people, or the Bernie people that voted for Trump, or the Bernie people that voted for Gary Johnson or Jill Stein. Here's the thing. You know what you could have done? You could have gotten what you wanted in 4 years. But now you're fucked, because this motherfucker's probably going to get reelected if he lives. He's probably going to get reelected. I highly doubt he won't. I know I'm making a 4-year prediction, but fuck it. He probably won't. He probably will get reelected. If you would have had Hillary, you could have ran Bernie in 4 years. Stop with this stupid ageist shit. He's too old. Go fuck yourself. He's too old. We just had a 70-year-old. We have a 70-year-old man who just won the presidency. Don't give me that too old bullshit. He could have ran in 4 years. Jerry Brown could have ran in 4 years. What's her fucking face? Why am I forgetting her name? Elizabeth Warren could have ran in 4 years. We could have had a progressive, and now you fucked that up because you're too much of a fucking baby to accept the fact that you fucking lost. We lost. It's fine. We lost the Democratic nomination, but we shouldn't have fucking lost this election. And she is not evil, and this was not a lesser of two evils election. This was a this was a questionable versus insane election. I will give you that she is a questionable person, but She's not fucking evil by any definition. And anybody that says that is lost their fucking mind. Anybody that ties her to ISIS or Benghazi or use definitive proof to say that, oh, you see, Trump was evil, but so was she, and they're the same thing. There was no equivalency here. This was false equivalency, and anybody that believed that either bought into their bullshit or was stupid enough to believe it. And that's my first point on Americans are fucking stupid, because we actually fell for that. There were so many. I have a friend who is a bisexual Mexican and voted for Donald Trump. Why? Not because a bisexual woman Mexican, for a guy who elects people that are against LGBTQ people to his cabinet, who said his shit about Mexicans and said his shit about women. This person, who's all three, voted for Donald Trump. And when I asked her why, oh, he's horrible, but Hillary Clinton's worse. Idiot. But not only idiot, uneducated idiot. And that's what the people that are saying that this is a lesser two evils thing are. You're an uneducated, uninformed idiot. You don't understand what you just did. I know I'm offending a lot of people on my Facebook status, and I don't give a fuck. Third thing, this wasn't a fucking joke. And those 13,000, those 14,000 people that voted for Harambe, that wrote in Harambe, the people that wrote in Bernie Sanders or wrote in Jon Stewart, that I said as a fucking joke, the people that wrote in people and the people that voted for third party, you're fucking ridiculous. And that's not funny. It really isn't. This wasn't funny. This really wasn't funny. There was no humor in this. There's no, what I did immediately after, I will admit it, what I did immediately after the election was write 15 minutes of material. I have that job and that duty, to try to make people laugh and try to calm people down. But at the end of the day, this isn't fucking funny. It's like jokes about, the Holocaust or 9/11 or things like that. Jokes about rape. A lot of people, I'm on the side of comedians. Anything can be joked about. Anything can be made funny. In the context of the joke, however. But in reality, these things aren't funny. In that reality, 9/11, the Holocaust, and rape aren't funny. And we can make fun of them, but they aren't funny. I can make fun of the fact that Donald Trump won the presidency, but that's not funny. And I'm not saying it's on the level of anything I just said, but it's not funny. This really isn't. Because it's not him who won. And that brings me to my next point. A lot of people said that he's going to backtrack on what he said because he didn't really mean what he said. We don't know if he's really a racist or he just said that to win the election. And you know what? If he did, it's an ingenious political strategy. He didn't really want to do any things he did. He just said so to get these idiots to vote for him. It is completely and utterly irrelevant whether he felt that way or not. He can in his first day of office fucking legalize pot, make college free, and fucking raise taxes on the rich. He can do all three of those things, which the last one he said he would do. A lot of people don't know that. It doesn't fucking matter. Really doesn't matter it at all. What he does doesn't matter. It's what he said, whether he believes it or not, doesn't matter. It wasn't relevant. The fact that people believed that he meant what he said is relevant. The fact that people voted for someone with these ideals, or so we think, is the relevant part. It's not relevant whether he believes in it or not. It really fucking isn't. I don't care if he's a racist or not. I don't care if he actually sexually assaulted people. I don't give a shit. I don't care if it was a fucking scam or a show or just to get himself elected. It's the mentality that's the problem. It's the fact that people voted for someone like this is the fucking problem. It's the fact that voters felt like this woman was worse than a person who said that he basically sexually assaults women. That she's worse than a man who, what the fuck? Great cameo. I'm actually going to put that in there. My cat ran across the thing. That was kind of funny. Anyway, hello, Tiny. That's my cat. Cameo. Back to what I was saying. That's gonna ruin this whole tone. Like, I'm gonna be laughing the whole time. No, back to seriousness. He won. He didn't win. His mentality did. He didn't win. His supporters did. He's supported by the KKK. He is supported by the NSM. And that matters. That matters. He was supported by these people, and these people felt like they won. And they're right. They're right. They won. This mentality, they felt like their mentality of white supremacy and all that crazy shit, not looking at women as anything relevant, this very 50s mentality won. That's what fucking matters. It doesn't matter whether he believes that Mexicans are Muslims or whatever. It matters that his fucking supporters are now carving, things into people's cars, spray painting things, assaulting people, taking the hijabs off of Muslim women, and assaults multiple of them. That's what matters. It doesn't matter whether he believed what he said or not, and it's really annoying to hear that. Now, I said the American people are stupid, and you might say, well, I'm not. I don't count in that. Look at me protesting in New York. Look at me protesting in Chicago. Look at me telling all the people on Facebook that supported him to block me. First of all, the block me people are being fucking stupid, and so are the protesters to a certain degree. I'm a natural rebel, so I like protests. I've always said I'm waiting for the moment that this generation wakes the fuck up and is as aggressive as the 60s were, and I'm glad. Part of me loves the fact that you're protesting, part of me thinks you're being fucking ridiculous. For this one reason, the protesters, and then I'll get to the block me people, the protesters are ridiculous for one fucking reason, is that we got all up in arms when Donald Trump said, I will tell you at the time, I'll keep you in suspense, I will fully accept the results of this election if I win. We were all up in arms about that. You have to accept the result, and you have to concede graciously. And what are we doing? My point exactly. What are we doing? We're not accepting the result. We're not conceding graciously. I'm not saying that we should. I'm saying that if you're going to get on him for that, you have to back that shit up. If you got on him for that, you should sit the fuck down and accept the fact that this orange piece of shit is our president. It's just the way it is. We're chastising a human being for something. We're doing that. We're doing exactly that. We're not accepting the result of this election. We're not conceding graciously. That's literally what we said he shouldn't do. That's literally what we criticized him for. That's what all you fucking patriots that think you're being patriots by fucking protesting got upset with him for, of saying that he wouldn't subscribe to a... I didn't plug my computer in because I'm dumb. That he didn't subscribe to a commonly held tradition in political discourse. I'm sorry, I'm not looking you in the eye, and that's not fair. Give me 1 second. There we go. That he's not doing all those, and that's bad and things like that, and you have to concede graciously, and we're not. So what leg do you have to stand on in that argument? It's hypocrisy at a big level. But I'll get to how you stop him, and it's not protests. Or maybe it's protests, just burn the whole shit down. I mean, I'm fine. And the block me people are being ridiculous on Facebook. I'm getting so done with this shit. If you're a Trump supporter, block me. If you're a Trump supporter, block me. Listen, a lot of Trump supporters are miseducated. A lot of people voted for Trump because they're fucking dumb. But that doesn't mean they actually agree or subscribe to his ideology. Not all of them, especially the younger ones. The younger people that voted for Trump are just fucking uninformed and stupid. And if you're a young person that voted for Trump listening to this, I don't give a fuck. You're uninformed and stupid. It's just the way it is. I'm stating truths, not opinions. These are truths. You're fucking uninformed and stupid if you're a young person that voted for Trump, because you've no idea what the fuck you could have gotten yourself into. And I say could have because this could be not Y2K. He could be a nothing president and we never even remember him. I doubt that though. I doubt that. I sincerely doubt that. So, but yeah, the block me people are being fucking stupid, and I have not shaved my armpits. Go fucking deal with it anyway. The same office argument. I'm hearing this a lot. The same office held by George Washington and Thomas Jefferson is now being held by Donald Trump. The same office that... And I said it myself. I called a friend of mine and said, I can't believe that the same office that are held by these people are held by Trump. And I realized how dumb I'm being. And how dumb we're all being. Because this country doesn't have a great history. And we had great leaders, but these great leaders weren't great people at all. The same office held by George Washington, yes, a slave owner. Same office held by Thomas Jefferson, yes, a racist slave owner. Same office held by Andrew Jackson, a practical ethno cleanser. ethnic cleanser. The same office held by, and I hear this one a lot, same office held by Ronald Reagan. I'm not even going to get into Reagan. Watch Bill Maher's great takedown of Reagan, because people that think that Reagan was even remotely a respectable president or person is just fucking stupid. He's literally the patron saint of the modern GOP. He's literally the reason we have the GOP now. So everything that you make fun of, you like stupid Republicans, but Reagan, no, stupid Republicans because of Reagan. The same office held by blah, 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 blah. It's the same office held by George W. Bush, who is arguably stupider. In terms of intellect, stupider. Because I don't think Trump is dumb. I think Trump knew exactly what he did, and he fucking won, so he's not fucking dumb. Sorry, he's wrong and morally reprehensible, but he's not dumb, and that's something I'm not going to hear anymore. Because dumb people don't win elections. Dumb people vote in them. Dumb people have choices in them. What you do is, Bernie Sanders just gave an interview with Wolf Blitzer, where Wolf Blitzer was kind of being a dick. Like Bernie doesn't want to answer Bernie doesn't want to answer whether he would have beaten Trump. It's irrelevant whether he would have beaten Trump. It doesn't matter. It didn't happen. So who gives a shit? Who gives a shit is my argument. Who gives a fuck if Bernie would have beaten Trump? Would he? I don't know. Because you know what? All the fucking people that said, Hillary Clinton's going to beat Donald Trump, they didn't. So who the fuck's to say that Donald Trump wouldn't have applied his brilliance? Because his fucking, gotta give him credit for this, his fucking smear tactics were brilliant. The crooked Hillary thing was brilliant. His factless takedowns were fucking brilliant. He won the Republican nomination by destroying his competition. And he did. His smear campaigns were fucking brilliant. I'm sorry, they just were. So you have no idea whether that same exact machine would have gotten on a Jewish socialist. Think about that. He's supported by National Socialists, by American Nazis. I'll just say it like it is. He's supported by the KKK. A lot of his supporters have a lot of the similar deals. He's supported by white people, largely Catholic, Christian white people, who have a predisposition to Jewish people to begin with. And a lot of these Merca kind of people, and these Merca kind of people talk about socialism because they have no idea what it is. Because I'm a fucking proud socialist, and I don't care who knows it. They look at socialism as bad thanks to Saint Reagan, thanks to a lot of people. You have no idea whether Bernie would have won. I actually don't think he would have. That's just my honest opinion. I don't think he would have. And I know I wrote in a blog piece that Bernie Sanders would have beaten Donald Trump. But that was several months ago. I can't say that now. Anything is fucking possible. The fucking earth can be flat by this point because this motherfucker won. So, and we've all been wrong. But Bernie Sanders was right about something, and nobody fucking latched onto this. We have to work with them, his administration and him. That's how you get things done in this world. A lot of people say things, and I agree with them, like protests and protesters and people that were aggressive and really marched and things like that changed the world, and they did. They wouldn't have been anything if the politicians didn't get behind them. Yes, Kennedy would not have sent troops to make sure that black boys can go to school if it wasn't for Martin Luther King. But at the same time, Martin Luther King didn't send the fucking cops. It's just the truth. Yes, you're right. I do not think that same-sex marriage would have been legalized if it wasn't for all the efforts by LGBTQ people. But it was the politicians that did that. Yes, slavery wouldn't have been abolished if it wasn't for great abolitionists in the Republican Party. Learn your fucking history. It wasn't the Democrats. Democrats were pro-slavery up until, actually, if you really think about it, timeline-wise, up until like yesterday. Like if you really look at how recent this whole Democrat is the Black Party shit happened, that was pretty fucking recent. It was only late 60s that the Democrats became the Black Party. It's kind of funny how we think historically the Democrats have always been. No, the Democrats have been the evil party historically. We're the nice party now. And Republicans actually hold on to what the Republican Party used to be, but they're not the same anymore, and that's something they're not understanding. They think we were the party of Lincoln. We were the party of people that were, pro-black rights. You're also the party that tanked the economy. You're also the party that sent us to meaningless wars. You're also the party that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I can keep going, but they glom on to the glorifications of the past, and we let go of that. But we were a party basically founded by Andrew Jackson, who I can't think of a more racist president than him. I really can't. I really cannot think of a singular more racist president than Andrew Jackson, and we were founded by that motherfucker. So, but anyway, what the fuck was the point of all that? See what I do? See what I do? We have to work with them. We have to try, at least. There's no point in denying this anymore. We have to stop being stubborn little babies. And my whole point in that was that politics changed the world. Politicians changed the world. Yes, a lot of people deserve credit. Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, in terms of the civil rights movement. The protesters at Stonewall have a lot to do with 2015, June 26th. Yeah, I understand that entirely, and that's great. But it's the politicians that do the work. It's the politicians that change the laws and make the laws. Politicians are the ones that do things. Politics is how you change things. We can get all up in arms and set shit on fire and go ape shit, but that doesn't solve anything at the end of the day. I love protests, that I really do. I love that because I'm a natural rebel, but it doesn't do anything. It doesn't do anything. But maybe prompt politicians to do anything else, but that's my point. It's the politicians that end up doing things. Yes, maybe as a direct result of protesters, and if you want to feed yourself that lie, that's fine. But we have to politic. We have to play politics now. We have to play politics now. We have to try to work with this thing. We have to try to work with this thing. Bernie was right. Bernie was absolutely right. We have to try to work with this thing and oppose him when we have to, but work with him nonetheless when we have to. I'm not saying give him a fresh shot. Still look at him as the piece of shit, vile, awful human being that he is. But he's a president. You're not going to get around that. There's no recount. This is not, John Oliver said something great. I'm a big late night show buff. John Oliver said something great after Brexit, when he said he played a video of somebody saying, if I had the chance to vote again, I'd vote to stay in the EU. And he's like, oh, that's great, because we have another vote. No, we don't. That's the fucking vote. There's no fucking do-overs. And he's right. In this case, there's no do-overs. This happened. Instead of weeping and crying in a fucking corner, which is all they want you to do. You fucking stupid move to Canada people. Go fuck yourself. Go to Canada. I don't give a shit. Good fucking riddance. We're Americans. We don't fucking leave. We stay in it. And we stay in it and fight for what's right. Because if you leave, if all this, I'm for principle and I want to help this country change, but I'm going to leave if this orange-haired piece of shit gets elected. I'm going to leave the country and betray our cause. I'm going to turn my back on everything I said I was for, making this country something to be proud of and something good for the future. Oh, Trump's elected. I'm gone. You're a fucking hypocrite. Good riddance. Frankly, it's stupid. No leaving Canada. Stay here and fight. Because it's unfair if we have to fight alone. Bill Maher had a great hat, and I want to get it. We're still here. And remember that. She won the popular vote. And don't start with me with that whole, she won the popular vote, she was won in the election. It's not the way it fucking works. Deal with it. Suck it up. Suck it up. Deal with it. Okay? I'm done with this, oh, well, this is why my vote doesn't count. Go fuck yourself. This is the way it works. Deal with it. Grow the fuck up and deal with it. This is how we've done elections, and we didn't bitch when Barack Obama. If Barack Obama won the popular vote, we wouldn't have bitched. We're only bitching because Donald Trump won. Come on, let's be real here. We're only bitching because Donald Trump won. We wouldn't have bitched if it would have been the other way around. We wouldn't have bitched that Donald Trump won the popular vote, but Hillary Clinton won the election. We wouldn't have bitched. Okay, so stop with this hypocrisy bullshit, this two-faced shit. We wouldn't have bitched. Stop bitching. He fucking won, period. He won fair and fucking square, too, period. But the great thing about knowing that Hillary Clinton won the popular vote is that we're still here. And there's lots of us. And we're still here. And if you voted on Tuesday and you cared, you have to care to stay. You don't get to vote on Tuesday and then leave the country. You don't get that luxury. I don't. Your vote didn't matter, and I don't mean it didn't count. It didn't matter because you didn't actually vote. You weren't actually against him. To me, if you think you're going to leave the country because he's elected president, you were never against him to begin with, and you never gave a fuck about this country. to me. If you leave, you never gave a fuck. It's like saying you love somebody in a family, and I love my aunt. I love my aunt. I'm using a random example. I love my aunt. But my father doesn't. So now I'm not gonna like my aunt. My father doesn't want to talk to my aunt ever again, so I'm not going to talk to my aunt ever again. Then you never loved your aunt. Ever. Not once. Same thing with friends. I love you. You voted for Trump, I don't love you anymore. You never loved them to begin with. Okay? My friend that I mentioned earlier that voted for Trump, I still call her. We still talk. Because that's the way you fucking do it. You don't block people. You talk to them. And you don't block people either. You work with them. Hug a Republican. If you're a Democrat, hug a Republican. Stephen Colbert was right. We need unity right now. We need to work together. And as fucking crazy as these people are, if they're easily swayed by this piece of shit, and they weren't swayed by us, you have to look in the mirror at some point. Democrats, liberals, you have to look in the mirror at some point. We fucked up. Because if we couldn't reach these people, and these people are gullible enough to believe his shit, and they're not gullible enough to believe ours, we have a problem. Not them. We have a problem. We have a problem communicating. We have a problem being fair. We have a problem with all of that. And we have one more problem, and this is the last thing I'm going to talk about before this 30-minute fucking epic rant is done. Bill Maher said something tonight's show that I need to reinstate. And not only as a comedian, but as a human being and as a person who, is bracing themselves for the next 4 years. Bracing himself and preparing, and not fleeing or holding up signs and thinking I'm doing anything. We need to revamp the Democratic Party, because the Democratic Party lost, and that's the truth. Hillary Clinton lost. I'll probably do a whole separate video on how all these Hillary people that said, oh my god, Donald Trump won. No, Donald Trump didn't win. Hillary Clinton lost. She dropped the ball. I love her, but she dropped the ball. She didn't drop the ball. She passed on the goal line in the end zone in the Super Bowl. No, stop. I love you, but stop. I love Hillary Clinton, but stop. She's not perfect, and this is partially her lack of campaign skills' fault too. But he brought up one thing that I want to address. This politically correctness bullshit needs to stop now. We need to stop. We need to be more mean. This is the country we live in. We need to be more mean. We need to be more straightforward. And we need to stop throwing a fucking fake outrage argument over everything. We really do. This is getting... Political correctness is at an all-time high, and it's getting fucking stupid. And I know this might not have anything to do with the election, but it really does. Because... when liberals in the Democratic Party are the people that are crying over offensive Halloween costumes, you look like pussies to the rest of the world. You look like pussies to the red side of the country, and they don't want to associate themselves with people who cry when milk is spilled. There are sometimes I don't want to either, frankly. There's sometimes I don't want to either. There's a reason I'm a technical independent on my fucking Arizona voter registration. There's a reason I'm a technical independent. Because sometimes sometimes, all the times, honestly. Yeah, we need to stop this politically correct bullshit. We need to stop jumping on everybody. Oh my god, that was so offensive. We need to stop attacking friends. Hillary supporters, the ones that said that Bernie was being sexist for interrupting Hillary, where were you when Donald Trump interrupted her 53 times? Bernie's a sexist because he interrupted her. Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. You mansplained, you evil monster. Go fuck yourself. It's so dumb at this point. I'm so done with political correctness. Political correctness does play a factor into why we lost this election, and you're not understanding that. Political correctness is not a good idea. You're not a hero. You're not a warrior on the side of people. I'm going to use another adage. I quoted Bill Maher 6 times so far. You're cleaning up a small stain on a table full of shit. That's what you're doing. You're cleaning up a small stain on a table full of shit. You're making big... Whoa. Sorry, I couldn't see myself for a second. You're making big... Oh my god, I can't believe they did that. What they do? They poison the water in Flint? No, they said the word black instead of African American. Oh my god. Oh, go fuck yourself. Jesus Christ. Really, really, people, really, really, fucking, really. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, what the fuck happened? Did they, Republicans do something crazy again? Did they fucking not vote on 4 measures that would have blocked, that would have enacted gun control legislation and would have blocked people on the no-fly list from owning a gun? No, John Cena, he said fairy with a tooth. I'm so offended. Go fuck yourself. Glad too. Go fuck Glad too. I'm a proud supporter of the LGBT community. I am a part of the LGBT community, and please, Glad, go fuck yourself. You're too much. It's too much. Stop freaking out over every little fucking comment. Not everything matters that much. Okay, we can get married. That's it. We can get married. Trans people hopefully will be able to use their bathrooms. We're winning these wars. We have to stop waging mini wars on Friends. We have to stop jumping on Alec fucking Baldwin when he streams out cocksucking faggot. We have to stop this shit. We really do. We have to stop attacking Friends when they use words like faggot. Come on. It's the context of the word, not the word itself. Not my point. I can make a whole 50-minute video. I can make an hour-long video on political correctness, how fucking stupid it is, but we need to stop this shit. Stop this shit now. You want to win you want to win an election? Stop this politically correct bullshit. Be more aggressive. Stop being so nice. Stop being so calm. Stop debating with Donald Trump and not calling him out when he's wrong. Stop not throwing his rhetoric back at him. Don't take attacks from him and then go, well, the policy and but don't fucking ramble. Don't fucking speak slowly. Don't speak softly. Don't be intelligent. He's a fucking asshole. And what we needed was a fucking asshole back. We needed to literally outright say, oh, he's just disingenuous on things. No. As soon as he said, I never said that, you're a fucking liar. That's all we needed to say. Okay? I don't understand it. And we're not going to win over these red people if we expect them to be with us when we cry over a fucking one stain on a shit-filled mattress. I said table before, but fuck it. We're never going to win these people over if we do that. We're never going to win these people over if we do that. These people aren't going to want to work with us if we do that. These people aren't going to want to work with us. We need to work together because there are real shit that's more important than an orange person being elected to office. Real shit like global warming. Get your ass on that. Stop bitching and ranting on Facebook. I can't believe our democracy. Oh my god, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Global warming. Okay? Global warming. Food purity. The drug war. These are things we need to fight. And don't think that just because a Republican's in office and we have a Republican-dominated legislature that we can't fight. We need to fight this shit. This is really important. Not the Alec Baldwin that said faggot. That's not important. This is important. And for my LGBT folk that might be really mad at me, yes, transgender people in their precious little bathrooms are fucking important too, okay? I get it. It's a minor issue, honestly. It's a fucking minor issue. It's not a minor issue to the people that it affects. I know that. Let me correct myself. I'm sorry. I'm just a little... I take that back. I'm just a little fucking tired of political correctness. But I'm a little tired of all life at this point. It is a major issue, and I want to get to it, but it's not on level of global warming. It's just not. It's not. Yeah, LGBTQ people, discrimination is what we have to work on. We have to make sure that there's no state that can deny you a job because of your sexual orientation. And there are many, and I live in one. I'm lucky, but I'm lucky I haven't, but I live in one where I could easily be fired. Okay? Where you could easily be fired, because I know a lot of fags are watching this. A lot of fags, like I have so many followers. Anyway, not my point. Anybody watched till the fucking 39th minute has no life. Okay? That's my message to you. If you're still watching, you have no life. Anyway, to wrap this up, we need to work with these people. We need to keep fighting. Politically. We need to keep fighting. This is not the end of the world, and we can't leave to Canada. And we can't block people because they disagree with us politically. We can't shame people because they disagree with us politically. And, you know, when they go low, we go high we're not doing that right now. We're not going high. We're going lower. Yeah, listen to the First Lady, please. Let's go high. Let's cut this shit out, really. So, yeah. So that's how I feel about this election. That's how I feel about all you crazy people. And it, for me, confirms that. Okay, and one last thing. For the next 4 years, I do not want to hear another political pundit, another human being, say, no, we're not, when someone says the American people are fucking stupid. I don't want to hear it. It remains untrue. 2 plus 2 equals 4. No, it's not. Yeah, it is. And the American people are fucking stupid. Fact. Now. Fact confirmed. Now. As much of a fact of evolution as many dumb Americans deny. As much of a fact of global warming as many dumb Americans deny. A fact that this earth is way, way older than 4,000 years old. A fact many dumb Americans deny. Don't tell me this country isn't fucking stupid. 66% of us believe in the Noah's Ark story is really true. There's a difference between faith and really, really believing ridiculous myths. Sorry. We're fucking stupid. We just are. A quarter of Americans don't know that the Earth revolves around the sun. That's an actual statistic. I'm not making that up. Please, stop with this. Stop with this argument. The American people are fucking stupid. That's exactly... that's the truth. Deal with it. And change that. Educate people. Change that. You know, I don't mean educate people with get everybody in college. I have my issues with college. I mean educate people. Talk to people. Inform people. And let them know when they're fucking wrong. Don't mean, oh, everybody has the right to feel the way they feel. Oh my god, you fucking pussy Democrats. Jesus Christ. Everybody has their right. No, not when you're wrong. No, you don't. You're entitled to your opinions, not your own facts. And when people are wrong, call them the fuck out. Oh, but that's how they think. I don't give a shit. Call people out. Or else you're going to let them think that way forever. And you're going to continue this stupidity that this country perpetuates. Stop that. Stop political correctness. And stop crying. Stop bitching. Stop protesting. Stop moving to Canada. Calm the fuck down. And I'm not saying that I didn't. I was all crazy. Oh my god, I can't believe this happened for 2 fucking days. But it is Friday. It's actually Saturday if you're in New York. But it's been a couple of days. Wipe them tears up, get out of that fucking corner, and go vote on things. Go vote in state legislators. Join the school board. Do something. Do something. Holding a sign, yeah, it does a lot, but maybe not the best idea. Not against this. You can't hold a sign when the other people have guns. So yeah, that's my take, and this ran long, but this was fun. I hope any of you actually watch this all the way through. If you do, let me know. Literally let me know. And the way you let me know is that the last thing I'm about to say is Jell-O pudding. And if you message me and say Jell-O pudding, that means that you watched this, and I will thank you, because I can't really do anything. I can't really send you money or some shit. But seriously, thank you if you watched this all the way through, and welcome to Trumpland. No, welcome to the United States of America, because it's still America. It's still the United States of America, and as long as you're still here, we got battles to fight. We got battles to fight. We do. We have a pile of mess to clean up. Stop caring about a stain. See you later.